20 years.
Do to me, you make me, I will live for eternity. If I survive, then I'm coming for you personally. You heard of me, we don't need no security. Stones in my jewelry, what can they do to me? I will live for eternity. If I survive, then I'm coming for you personally.
Down, train, fake celebrities. I wanna entertain, no similarities, definitely not the same. Them insecurities, got jealousy on the brain. Dare to go to war with me, then my people bring pain. And I can do it story mode, beginner or insane. For the back blocks or for the mains. You're looking at your reflection, you hate what you became. A selfish energy, a cranberry stain. Sitting inside my house with a candle and a flame. Working voodoo on you, trying to focus on my name. I saw the bigger picture, but I'm all in my frame. To see they're very weak, these guys are super lame. I see you pushing weights, oh now you're doing gains. But before the creatine, you were tucking in all your chains. See them at the fashion shows, never see them on the train. I keep the voodoo with me, I suggest you do the same.
We don't need no security, stones in my jewelry. What can they do to me? I will live for eternity. If I survive, then I'm coming for you personally. You heard of me, we don't need no security. Stones in my jewelry, what can they do to me? I will live for eternity. If I survive, then I'm coming for you personally.
They can see that I'm the one, so they hate. They don't wanna see me shut it down, but I'm on the case. My enemies, they congregate, and they go on dates. Talk about me over food and wine.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey folks, I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Bucks in Milwaukee. Well, for Milwaukee, they've talked about the importance of starting fast, playing with energy right off the tip. Let's face it, no team likes to play catch-up if they can avoid it. We'll see how it works for him tonight. Tonight, Paul Millsap set to go. Such an amazing story, Kenny. 47th pick in the 2006 draft. He's now been voted to multiple All-Star games.
Yeah, he came into the league just as a banger. Just go in there, bang guys, draw fouls. And then all of a sudden he became this leading rebounder. He became this prolific scorer. And he became this ball handler and three-point shooter. This is incredible.
And now he's one of the more skilled big men in the league. This kid never stops working.
That'll do it. Both teams ready for tip. Let's send it to Kevin Harlan and the crew.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's interconference time for these Thunder as they come in as the visiting team. We are here in Milwaukee. Home court advantage for the Bucks. Thanks for joining us on this Saturday afternoon. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brent Barry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Well, guys, Paul George has made a reputation as a dynamic two-way player. He said you can dominate a game in so many ways. That's always been my mindset. I just go out there and ball. Kevin, back to you.
Well, you love that versatility, DA. Thank you. And both these teams, Brant, love to push the ball, push the pace. What are some things that all great fast break teams have in common?
The biggest thing, Kevin, is that you have committed runners on the wing. Point guards, their vision of the floor, their peripheral vision, they're always looking for guys. If they have guys committed to, once the ball is rebounded by their team, that their first two steps are hard and they're filling the lanes, then excitement and opportunities for highlights are coming.
Running with a purpose.
Running with a purpose, running ahead of the ball, and then attacking the rim with great consistency. Having great runners helps the fast break game.
Good point. Now, here's Westbrook. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. So for Oklahoma City right now, we've got Russell Westbrook, Paul Millsap out there with Adams. Then it's Paul George, and it's Mitchell in at the 2. And so it's the Thunder getting on the board first. Irving with the ball. 5 on the clock. There's Brown with the 3. No good there.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
I think coaches right here are always talking about the extra pass, and a contested 3 is not your objective. One more, maybe.
Millsap misses. Inside, Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
Kyrie doing a good job of just setting everybody up, making sure there's a great pace and tempo to each possession offensively.
Mitchell kicks to Westbrook. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wentz.
Yeah, this is the feel of a player to use his body to keep the shot from being blocked. Excellent work there.
Now here is Aldridge. Screen by Nurkic. Irving for 3. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
He's seeing everything right now. Fantastic job pulling the trigger when he's open.
Westbrook dishes to Mitchell. Now the pass to Millsap. Kicks it to George. Rebounded by the Bucks.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
And that's where Brown is at his best. A muscular beast who loves finishing strong through the contact.
Now here's Millsap. Screen by Adams. Mitchell kicks to Millsap. In the corner, it's Westbrook. The 11-footer kicks it out to Mitchell. Adams trying to free himself up. And there's Mitchell. That's good on the assist by Adams.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from D.
Aldridge a screen. Nurkic the pass to Irving. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That is his first foul of the game. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. The kick out to Tatum. Just 5 to shoot. Over George. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
And how about the mindset of Tatum? Even when the D is in his grill, he somehow finds a way to get shots up and over them.
Here's Westbrook, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Westbrook's got his second basket of the game. There's the screen. Irving kicks to Aldridge. He got right to the cup using that screen.
A super high percentage shot from Aldridge there. Layups work.
Outside Millsap. On the wing, Mitchell. Millsap a screen. Westbrook against Irving. And Westbrook gets it to go. Westbrook's got 6 points. For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Brown kicks to Aldridge. Westbrook against Irving. Brown outside. Clock at 6. Tries from 16. Paul Millsap with the rebound. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Brent, you think about Paul Millsap, not a top 10 draft pick, not even taken in the first round.
Yeah, how about that? 47th pick in the second round, and nothing really has been handed to Paul Millsap. He's earned every bit of it, and that's why even to this day he plays with a chip on his shoulder.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Nurkic against Adams. Off the pick. Good as the jump shot ball.
And Nurkic proving he's got a little touch there from the mid-range. Very difficult guy to guard.
Westbrook against Irving. Adams with the screen on Irving. Here's Westbrook. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish.
And I like that they're not settling. Hitting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Screen by Adams. Mitchell outside. Offline with his 3. Bucks leading by 4. Down low, covered by Mitchell. Irving passes to Aldridge. There's the triple. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Brown. 6 points for Kyrie Irving.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And George kicks to Mitchell. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. When it comes to veteran players, Brent, on a team, what characteristics make for a good leader for a bunch of young guys under him?
We talk a lot about veteran guys on teams, Kevin, and I think one of the most important aspects to think about is that those veterans have a lot more impact if they're still part of playing minutes for a coaching staff. At some point, 4 or 5 months into a season, when an older player is telling you how to do something and only get a chance to see it during practice or him pointing it out on film when you're playing, doesn't have as much of an impact.
Doesn't resonate as much.
When a guy gets 15 minutes a night and you get to see him do those things as a young player from the bench and say, wow, everything he told me on my list, he's checked all those boxes. So having a vet that plays, much more impactful.
Good point. Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Baca comes in for Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Devin Booker in for Brown.
The Thunder, one of the lowest rates of assists in the league last year. Also, a team that does not move the ball around all that much to gain some advantage with strong side, weak side movement. So we'll see isolation, we'll see pick and roll, and very few passes in a contest like this.
Eric Bledsoe's checked in for Milwaukee. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Richardson's checked in. Richardson against Bledsoe. Using his post move to get the 2 points. And the Thunder had great talent, but their offense hasn't allowed all their players, Brent, to flourish at the same time. Why is that?
Well, it's just a team that doesn't have a commitment to a flow style of offense. They have such great talent that I think the talent tries to take on the load sooner in offensive possessions than maybe the coaching staff would like, and they have great individual scorers. That's what these guys have done in the league for a very long time. Yeah, Cauley-Stein can get up there, and the guards know that, so available for an oop at any time.
Aldridge with a screen on Westbrook, and the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
Turner's checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. J.J. Redick's checked in for Russell Westbrook. No good from Booker. Thunder trailing by 5. Right side, George. Redick passes to Cauley-Stein. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, there's one thing the Bucks have, and that's an abundance of players with tremendous length. It could make it very difficult on offenses to try to find lanes and gaps and seams to get in there and score. So the tighter they are defensively, the more disruptive the Bucks could be.
And that one falls for Cauley-Stein. And the Bucks embracing the trends towards long, versatile players.
Yes, this idea of positionless basketball has been something that's been a construct of the Bucks and their roster through recent seasons. The key is translating that into a much tighter, much cohesive defense.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
And one thing about Willie Cauley-Stein is you don't really use the word length with him. You talk about his mobility and just how athletic as a big he can be. That activity can be disruptive to any team they're playing against.
And already you're seeing great execution from both teams.
Yeah, lots of points early, and the game plans on both sides, at least offensively, working to perfection.
Now here's Booker. Ibaka sets the pick for Tatum. Goes up off the pick. And slam dunk by Tatum.
And Tatum is clever when he's in attack mode. Great at beating defenders to the basket.
And Gallinari kicks to George. To the inside. And Cauley-Stein with the basket on the assist by George. Cauley-Stein's got 5 now.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Booker against Redick. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got his first points in this one.
And Booker getting more and more comfortable fighting through NBA defenses. He used his ability there to get through contact.
Now here's Redick. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Cauley-Stein with a screen on Bledsoe. 5 to shoot. Richardson dishes to Gallinari. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Bucks leading by 3. Here's Booker. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
Booker's such a good spot-up shooter, but when he gets on the move and he has that kind of deft touch, that's a pretty soft floater.
Cauley-Stein a screen. Tatum against George. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Richardson against Bledsoe. Foul called that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Brett, last season the league cut back on timeouts. Are you hearing any other ideas of how to reduce the duration of some of these games?
There was also the idea last year where they put it into place where right after the second quarter ended, they put you on a 15-minute clock in between halftime.
It started immediately.
And I thought that was ideal. So if you're at a game and you get to see the dog jumping through the hula hoop.
Which you love.
I love it.
I know.
It's only going to last the 7 or 8 minutes before the teams come back out. And I thought last year that helped the game speed along. And I think they sped up last year, if I'm not wrong, Kevin, by about 3 minutes time.
I'm glad when you go out there and balance the dishes on your head. That's always been so fun to watch.
There's only one red panda, Kevin.
I know. Bledsoe hits them both.
Russell Westbrook with 2 straight seasons, 2, of averaging a triple-double. This is a feat that we thought we would never see again. And Russell backed up the one campaign with another. Just remarkable stuff.
Now, here's Richardson. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Outside for Redick. Rejected by Booker. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation. Bucks leading by 5. And the Thunder placing so much, Brent, on Westbrook's shoulders. It's asking a lot.
It's asking a lot. I'm not sure how much Russell actually feels it. He just goes out and continues to put up just staggering, eye-popping numbers. And to get where they want to go, I think they're going to have to find a way to complement him in some way. And he's going to have to trust in those teammates in order to push the envelope a bit.
Redick against Booker. And Redick kicks to George. Back to Redick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Cauley-Stein a screen. There's the 3.
And guys, still early, but I'd like to see them crash the offensive glass.
Richardson against Bledsoe. Pass to Turner. The dish to Booker. Shoots over Redick. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
You have to be alert if you're guarding Devin Booker. He's terrific at cutting apart the defense with the dribble move.
Cauley-Stein with a screen on Tatum. And George, here we go. Oklahoma City shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And a season ago, only converting at about a 72% clip from the line.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
The versatility of Paul George as he's matured and put some more weight on his frame through the years. He's an exceptional two-way player with outstanding length and a tremendous scoring ability.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got 8 points.
Booker effective that time, close to the basket, taking his time to cash in.
Outside, Redick. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
And money to end the quarter there with the triple.
It felt like he felt like time was winding down, saw the opening, nailed the shot.
And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for Milwaukee. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. The leadership of Russell Westbrook is so important to the team, and Steven Adams talked about what it means to him.
He's doing just an unbelievable job at just controlling the guys, controlling the game, making sure that everyone's feeling in the right mood to play and willing to sacrifice for one another.
You know, so much of leadership is that emotional component, motivating guys to give their all.
And Russ certainly leads by example with his competitive zeal, but he understands also he's got to bring his teammates with him.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
So far, they've been active scoring the basketball, built up a little lead here, and looking good.
Well, when you come out in the first quarter with that kind of offense, obviously the game plan is in full effect. Let's see if they can keep that momentum going.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. J.J. Redick is out there with Josh Richardson. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. Then there's Gallinari. And it's George in at the 3. Here's Richardson. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. Richardson the pass to Cauley-Stein. Outside, George. Off target with his 3. Bucks leading by 4. And Bam Adebayo, the 14th overall pick in 2017 out of Kentucky.
Yeah, his name seems to be pretty fitting, right? Like setting screens. Bam. Getting a dunk. Bam. Tremendous athlete. And he can throw it down with some of the best power forwards in the game.
No good from Bledsoe. The Thunder shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Here's Gallinari. They get the rebound. It's Richardson on the wing, guarded by Bledsoe. Cauley-Stein with the screen for Redick. Back to George. That doesn't go either for George.
This just doesn't seem to be his night, or his team's for that matter either. And they got to pull it together here quick, or it's going to be lights out.
And getting a hand in the shooter's face, locking down that in-between area.
But just taking on the challenge on every possession. I love defenders who give nothing away.
Now, here is Gallinari. Right side, George. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. George has got 4 points this quarter.
That's good defense, but like we say, better offenses. Paul George doesn't even think about the kick out. He wants to get those points.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Paul George in 2017-18 taking his three-point shooting to new heights. In fact, Brent, the best percentage of his career. Most makes, too.
Well, he's one of the league leaders, Kevin, every year, and just becomes so dangerous from the three-point line. He's playing in that secondary offensive role in OKC. He pretty much feasted on catch-and-shoot opportunities with Westbrook having the ball.
Different look for Milwaukee. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Ibaka. Jaylen Brown comes in for Tatum. And Irving subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Adams, he's checked in for Cauley Stein. Millsap comes in for Gallinari. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Josh Richardson. Milwaukee in the lead. Paul George with the steal. Inside. And it's Westbrook, that time on the assist by George. 8 points for Russell Westbrook.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his third foul of the game.
Yeah, looking up at the scoreboard, guys, that's his third foul, and his coach has to consider now sitting him down.
Now, here's Brown.
Because of Paul George's athleticism, he can do a lot of things. He turns guys over, he blocks shots, he's got great hands. He affects a lot defensively.
Here's Westbrook. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
Well, important to get great balance if you get bumped on your way to the basket. Still something that every player tries to get comfortable with.
Here's Booker. 10 points for him. Makes it off the glass. Booker's got the game tied up here for Milwaukee.
Booker to the cup with confidence. Feels like he can beat anybody off the dribble right now.
Millsap kicks to Westbrook. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Mitchell passes to George. Brown outside. Pass to Irving. Beyond the arc. Sinks the three-pointer. And now it's a three-point Bucks lead.
I love the three-point shooting of Irving. Excellent at dialing it in from deep, and you've got to respect his range.
And Westbrook gets it to go.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Irving against Westbrook. Irving kicks to Brown. Out left to the wing. Millsap against Aldridge. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Paul Millsap picks one up.
Second player taken in the 2006 NBA draft. Aldridge has been an all-star multiple times and one of the game's most prolific scorers over the past decade.
That free throw good from Aldridge. And the Bucks making a change here. Nurkic is checked in. And so LaMarcus Aldridge nails them both. Now for the Bucks in 2017, Brent, disagreement over front office candidates, a divided leadership structure. If you're on that roster, how much of those kinds of things concern you?
I don't think the players are worried about that at all because what you have now is a new voice in the locker room. You're going to have to learn a lot of new language, new offense, new defense. And that's enough to make you think just about basketball and not the business of basketball, Kevin.
And here is Brown after Paul George getting his 3 to go. Off target on the 15-footer.
And he completely threw the timing off on that jumper. That is how you D up.
Playing with tremendous aggressiveness without fouling. That's an excellent job. Now, he's a heady player. He knows how to get himself going and giving his team a real advantage right now on the offensive end.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
And Steven Adams, the kind of guy who on a nightly basis is so appreciated by the star players on the team, and certainly the coaching staff, just doing dirty work, setting screens, scoring on the inside, being a physical presence. And he's taken some strides, I think, Kevin, offensively, being able to score sometimes out of the box.
Here's Nurkic. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And it's 6 points for Nurkic. And you look at Adams' per-minute scoring averages, Brent. They've gone up every season.
Well, it's got to help having Russell Westbrook setting the table and the type of attention that not only Westbrook drew, but also PG and Carmelo Anthony for a season. So obvious uptick in the offensive numbers for Steven Adams, but he is improving, and you see some confidence in the offensive end of the floor.
And it's Adams on the follow. Adams has got the lead up to 2 now for Oklahoma City.
Adams, such a physical presence out there on the glass. This is how he gets a lot of his points.
Irving, good. Irving's got 11.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Westbrook passes to Millsap. He kicks to Adams. Millsap a screen. Passes it to Westbrook. Again, Oklahoma City.
Right now he is locked in. He's getting great shots, and he's burning the D in a variety of ways.
Aldridge a screen. Booker a screen on Westbrook. Irving double team. Stolen by Westbrook. Millsap has the open look, and it's off from three-point range. The Bucks have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. Brown outside. Dishes it to Booker. Kicks it to Aldridge. 5 to shoot. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Miles Turner, he's checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Oklahoma City's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Millsap a screen. Millsap sets the pick for Mitchell. Off the pick and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. 9 points in the game so far.
The defender must have felt like he ran into a brick wall right there. Really great screen set to give his teammate the wide open shot.
Screen by Nurkic. Irving double team. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You 2 players.
And here now the Thunder. The Thunder leading by 4. Right side Millsap. Outside George. On the wing Mitchell. Millsap a screen. Shot clock at 5. And it's Mitchell missing.
credit the defense, wisely avoiding fouling the shooter. Don't want to give up a personal there. And he made him attempt a difficult layup. Just a little lackluster so far with his effort. He's been very limited due to his poor shooting.
Westbrook kicks to Millsap. Adams right side. He dishes it to George. The kick out to Westbrook. Misses the three.
Man, that's a clean shot, too. You got to sink those. He must be disappointed that he blew that chance.
It's tipped. Millsap with the steal. Now Westbrook. He's got 14. Adams, the pass to Westbrook. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. And the Bucks with some changes. Tatum comes in for Brown. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Booker. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Adams. Alinari comes in for Paul Millsap. Richardson, he's checked in for George. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Mitchell. Bledsoe kicks to Tatum. Wants to get it to Turner and does. And he gets it to go. Turner's got his first 2 points.
And Tatum is all about doing what's best for the team. Superb as a ball mover in terms of finding his teammates.
Well, he's got both height and length, and that time showed them both.
Nurkic a screen on Westbrook. Free throw line jump shot. The shot will not fall. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. The pass to Richardson. And a miss there on the triple.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And there's the bucket from Tatum. Billy Donovan has faced a tough job in Oklahoma City, Brent. Star players leaving town, some even criticizing him after they left.
The circumstances of Billy Donovan moving off of what he did at the University of Florida and making that a powerhouse Division I basketball program, it's been very interesting to have Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant to begin your career, and then pushing that team to almost beating the Golden State Warriors, losing in a Game 7 to losing Kevin Durant. Billy Donovan's seen a lot in the early part of his career. The hopes is that he continues to grow and learn. Really happy with the hire of Billy Donovan and what he brings to the table in terms of his basketball acumen.
Here's Irving following the basket by Russell Westbrook.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The Bucks have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Paul Millsap's checked in for Russell Westbrook. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
Well, for so long, so many were wondering what Kyrie was thinking when he left Cleveland. What is clear now, though, is that Irving doesn't think about it and has flourished on his own. It seems that he really did just need his own team to become the player he's become.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter, a nice efficient 50%. Milwaukee shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Jusuf Nurkic at the line for 2.
That free throw missing. And he's good on the second.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line. And 2 for 1, that's what they'd like to get right now.
Working the clock is one element, but you also want to get as good a shot as you can.
And now in transition is Bledsoe. Here we go. bucket. Bledsoe's got 6.
How about the quickness of Bledsoe? Excels at leaking out and scoring off the fast break situation.
Redick with it. He's picked up by Irving. Has to call his stop. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. "17 seconds left in the first half. Baca against Millsap. 6 on the shot clock. Richardson, that's a 2-pointer. That one a little long.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
Yeah, sometimes everything can go right, but the shot doesn't go down. Nothing there is automatic.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Bucks lead by 4. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what was your plan for tonight?
I was trying to get assists in the beginning, and I'm just having a good time out here. Got it going a little bit. Enjoying myself.
Okay, Kyrie, we'll see you in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Good to have you back. Ernie Johnson with Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. What a game it's been for Kyrie Irving. He had 14 points and 2 assists. He's definitely heated up over the last few games, and we're seeing some of that same recipe here tonight. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
Well, I think to shoot a high percentage, your offense has to be in sync. And in the first half, those guys were sharing the basketball, playing for each other. Now it becomes a matter of being consistent at it.
And now, Shaq, let's get your opinion on Oklahoma City.
Ernie, they're taking way too many threes. The offense has no rhythm. They need to go back to the drawing board. Maybe try to get a little bit more transition, more off the pick and roll. Anything other than shooting that three. It's not going.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Go over there.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, good things happen when you maintain composure. Their shot selection has been extremely disciplined.
Hey, Greg, is there a shot that he's taken that has been out of the flow of the offense? I don't think so.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Bucks leading by 4. Tatum out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Jaylen Brown. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Now here's Tatum. Nurkic setting the pick for Irving. From the arc. The shot misses, and the Thunder going the other way now. Mitchell wide open. Hits it from three-point range. Mitchell's got his team on the board first here in the second half for Oklahoma City. Irving kicks to Tatum. Adams brings the double team. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two players.
So it's the Thunder now. The Thunder shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Here's Mitchell. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Now, here is Irving. The kick out to Brown. Aldridge a screen. Shot clock at 6. Brown the pass to Irving. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Amazingly, the Bucks, one of the slower teams in the league last season in terms of their pace. And when you're talking about a team with tremendous length and athleticism, you think that maybe speed would come along with it and that they get out and thrive in transition. Not the case last year.
Tatum dishes to Aldridge. Deflects the pass. Aldridge with a screen on Richardson. There's Brown with the three. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one.
A little tit-for-tat action going on the back-to-back trade.
Yeah, a little gamesmanship from range could force both defenses to maybe extend out a little further.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Yeah, it's funny how you see so many picks, but this one sets up the defense well. No one rotates over. Bang.
And the Bucks, still a top 10 offense last season, got to the line in bunches.
They got to the line, got into the interior, got into the paint, but their outside shooting is still a concern, Kevin. When you're down a lot of points and you need to stretch out the defense to come back in games, it's not something that they could do last year. So maybe looking to pick up a few guys on their roster to help expand the three-point shooting game.
Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
He can't be stopped right now. The D looks like they're at a loss, and they have no idea how to contain him.
Russell Westbrook in for Josh Richardson. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played.
When you make shots like that, Kevin, Kyrie is showing just how confident he is in his offensive ability.
Westbrook kicks to George. The dish now to Mitchell. Outside Westbrook. Clock at 6. Here's the floater. No good.
And the effort and anticipation on defense won't show up in the individual stat sheet, but effective.
Yeah, he takes a nice angle on it. He doesn't get the block, but he does get the alter.
To the inside, and Adams with the slam.
Sometimes you raise your eyebrows at the things Steven Adams does athletically at his size. Almost impossible to stop him once he's at the rim.
Now, here's Nurkic. He's got 7. Outside Tatum. Millsap with the double team, and the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And the Bucks with some changes. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Nurkic, and it's Devin Booker in for Jason Tatum. Irving with the ball. Now defended by Adams. Brown the pass to Aldridge. Adebayo kicks to Brown. And on the way from Irving for 3. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists in the game. There's a screen. They double him with Booker. Here's George. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Adebayo passes to Booker. It's good again, and the next one, 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, and you know what's going to happen, there are going to be points put on the board.
It's George on the wing. He's covered by Brown. Millsap a screen. Here's Westbrook. Rebound, Milwaukee.
It is so tough to make those kind of shots with the defense draped all over you.
Well, you think back to a time when people wondered if Westbrook was too aggressive playing with KD. They said Russ was taking too many shots. No questions anymore. Westbrook is the man in OKC.
Now here's Adams. He has 6. Poked away from 12 feet out. It's Adebayo with the rebound. The Bucks trail. To the paint. George against Brown. 14 feet away. George, no good. And for Westbrook, winning the MVP and averaging a triple-double for an entire season. Greg, how much does he have left to prove?
Well, it's all about winning. We know Russ can take over a game. We know he can make his teammates better. How much better and how far they get in the playoffs, that's the real question.
2 shots.
And the first one drops.
And if you look at the numbers for Devin Booker last season, I mean, he upped his assists and rebounding, his scoring and shooting percentages. He has continued to impress with his development.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Gallinari's checked in. And it's tied up with that one. And Greg, if you know anything about Devin Booker, so dedicated to his craft. What's next for him, you think, in taking his game to the next level?
No doubt. I think it starts at the defensive end. I mean, he's one of the league's best at scoring the basketball, but defensively, I think that's going to be the challenge if he wants to become truly an elite player.
Westbrook against Irving. Westbrook kicks to Millsap. Adams sets the pick for Millsap. Just 4 to shoot. Puts up a 3. The rebound by the Bucks. Adebayo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing under control.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 19. They get the rebound. Westbrook wide open. He fires. The 19-footer is on the money. Westbrook's got 18 points.
Coaching staff high-fiving themselves there, watching that team move the ball around, doing whatever is best for the team.
And Irving is comfortable running the offense. When a teammate's open, he's quick to whip it around and get him a good look.
Now, here's Westbrook. 18 points for him. Pass to Gallinari. Back to Westbrook. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Westbrook draws so much attention, so takes advantage there, finds a teammate.
Milwaukee's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. There's a good screen. Brown kicks to Booker. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's foul number 2 for him. Serge Ibaka has checked in for the Bucks. Bledsoe comes in for Kyrie Irving. And then for Oklahoma City, Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Millsap. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Mitchell. Redick against Booker. Bucks passing it around. Adebayo. And Adams sends it back.
Well, Adams quick off his feet there. With that size and length, tough to shoot over.
Bledsoe against Westbrook. He kicks it to Adams. Pass to Westbrook. No good from outside.
Yeah, this is a terrible start for him, and it has to be weighing on him.
Booker against Redick. Booker the pass to Ibaka. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Oklahoma City's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Gallinari on the wing. Bledsoe against Westbrook. Cauley-Stein a screen. Shot clock at 6. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
Just insane length and leaping ability. Ibaka can reject shots from anywhere on the floor.
Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Ibaka's got it all tied up now for the Bucks. Oklahoma City shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. Westbrook a screen on Booker. Here's Cauley Stein. Ibaka with some nice D. The Bucks have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. No good from Booker.
Defense has to feel fortunate. Somehow he missed that opportunity, and still there's no reason for them to give up that kind of open shot.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 18. He gets it in there.
Just an incredibly difficult cover. Westbrook with the dexterity to come off the screen in great position.
Redick against Booker. Steps back and drains the jump shot. Booker's got 20.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
Screen by Adams. Westbrook against Bledsoe. Westbrook with the bucket. And the Thunder lead by 2.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
And he's fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up.
Now, Devin Booker is such a natural and gifted scorer. Even when he gets hit on that play, he stays in control with that shot. Well, entering the league, Devin Booker really had some troubles on the defensive end. So as much as we talk about offensively him trying to get better, on the defensive end he needs to learn how to be in better positions.
Miles Turner, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Tatum comes in for Jaylen Brown. Josh Richardson's checked in for the Thunder. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. And with Booker's defense, Brent, still being a work in progress, the advantage is he is still very young.
Well, the coaches have really simplified the game plan on the defensive end. So you do things like jumping ahead of the screen or pushing down the screen and start to corral guys into areas. That's helping Devin Booker establish some more confidence on the defensive end. It's pretty simple. I figured it out. He can't miss. Adding to the lead with ease and capitalizing on every opportunity. He can't miss.
Gallinari a screen on Bledsoe. Westbrook off the pick. Again, Oklahoma City.
Well, they've decided, and so has Russell, to ride his hot hand here tonight.
Bledsoe against Westbrook. Ibaka sets the pick for Bledsoe. Ibaka with a screen on Westbrook. Bledsoe for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Bledsoe's got 9.
Now, Bledsoe can play fast, but it's about him playing under control. A nice job in that pick and roll set.
Cauley Stein a screen. To the paint. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. The Thunder shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. The Thunder last season assembling a big 3 of Russell Westbrook, Paul George, and Carmelo Anthony didn't mesh, Brett, like they had hoped. In your opinion, what went wrong?
Well, a bit of a down season in terms of the scoring for Melo, but reasons for that, just not as many opportunities and playing outside along the three-point line. The biggest damage last year was the Robertson injury. It felt like in December the OKC team started to find its stride, and Robertson going out of the lineup, there just wasn't enough of the depth on that roster to make up the difference for them defensively, and OKC never really seemed to find its footing or confidence again.
Here's Tatum. And the miss. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for Milwaukee. He's at the quarter-century mark. 25 points for him in this game as they have looked to him over and over to make things happen. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. They've got Paul George. Cauley-Stein is out there with Gallinari. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Richardson in at the point guard position.
A lot of points coming from Paul George from the three-point line over the past couple seasons. The D has to play out on him, and that creates the space.
Now here's Bledsoe. Back to Booker. Ibaka with a screen on Westbrook. Ball's knocked loose. From deep three-point range, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Bledsoe against Richardson. Gallinari outside. Cauley-Stein with the screen for Gallinari. Off the left rim and out. Milwaukee's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the three ball well. The 11-footer, that's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
That can become a reliable shot for Bledsoe, getting to the mid-range and a little separation. That can help.
Here's Westbrook. That one's not going to go. Good D by Booker. Milwaukee in the lead. Bledsoe outside. Turner with a screen on Richardson. 5 on the clock. From deep. It's hauled in by Paul George. George has got 3 rebounds now in this one. It's stolen by Ibaka. Bledsoe kicks to Ibaka. Turner with it. Out defended by Cauley-Stein. Bledsoe passes to Ibaka. A fader. It's hauled in by Richardson. The Thunder have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That's his first foul. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for the Bucks. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for the Thunder. George against Tatum. Here's Mitchell. That ball's nice feed that time from George. George has got 4 assists in the game. The Bucks trail. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. And some changes here for the Bucks. Aldridge comes in for Miles Turner, and Irving subbed in for Booker. And Oklahoma City with a change here too. Paul Millsap's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Here's Tatum. Outside Irving. Kicks to Aldridge. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. George has got his 4th rebound in this one. Westbrook dishes to George. Off target from outside. The Bucks shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? Gallinari against Tatum. And Bledsoe has it in the corner. 6 to shoot. Over Mitchell. And basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
And all quarter long, he's been zeroed in and knocks down big shot after big shot here in the fourth.
Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Westbrook against Irving. Westbrook, no good.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Not just a great shot maker these days. Aldridge can still throw it down on you if you let him get all the way in.
Millsap a screen. Mitchell kicks to Westbrook. And the 3 off target. Bucks leading by 3 to the middle. And count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Adams checked in.
One shot.
And that one misses.
Bledsoe, so athletic and so explosive. He just continues to get better in a lot of areas out on the floor.
Now here's Tatum. Bledsoe outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Thunder trailing by 5. Here's Mitchell. The shot's good on the assist by George. Mitchell's got 18 points now here in the second half.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his 5th foul.
And that's 5. One more, and he'll be disqualified. Got to be more careful.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Brown's checked in. Here's Tatum. The kick out to Brown. And the clock. Over Mitchell. And it falls over the rim and in. And it's 7 points for Jaylen Brown.
And you just love the cool attitude of Brown in these spots. Rising up and draining it with the shot clock up against him.
Baseline jumper. And with that, the Bucks lead is cut back down to just 2 points. The basket there coming from Russell Westbrook.
Well, you see the excellent skill set. And this is when you want to make an impact.
I feel like there's an uptick in the intensity as well. 4th quarter, and it's closing time.
Aldridge, no luck.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
That ties the game. Westbrook's got 28.
More power of Westbrook shown there. Not many guys can finish through contact like that.
To the inside. And there's Brown. That's good on the assist by Nurkic.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Now, here's Mitchell. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Free throw drops for Mitchell.
And you look back at that 2012 finals, the Thunder lost in 5 games to the Heat. And you looked at that young talent, Durant, Westbrook, Harden, now all MVP award winners, along with Serge Ibaka, a young, talented, energetic Serge Ibaka. And it felt like there was a team that was going to rule the West for a very long time.
And the Thunder trading away Harden in the summer of 2012, but Brent unable to agree on a contract extension.
Well, OKC agreed on the contract. James Harden did not. And that's sort of the line in the sand that was drawn. The salary cap jumping up in subsequent seasons, they just had bad timing in terms of the frugality of what they offered up to James Harden. It's a decision that we talk about a lot. It's revisionist history, but at the time it was the move that OKC made, and I can't really argue with it.
And he's probably looking at some matchups on the floor he'd like to take advantage of.
I'm interested in what he's seeing and then what kind of play they run coming out of this timeout.
It's now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Devin Booker.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to listen to what Billy Donovan said to his team. He told the guys, I know you can do it. Make every possession count and watch how things go our way. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
Now is not the time to be giving him that kind of shot.
Well, there never really is, but you're right, especially coming down the stretch of a tight game. He's a guy you got to pay much closer attention to defensively.
And guys, once Irving finds that groove, it's really just fun to watch him go to work. Just no fear, will take any shot out there on the floor. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Aldridge a screen. Here's Irving, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
It doesn't happen often because Kyrie plays in isolation so much, but that time he used the screen well to create space.
Mitchell kicks to George. Back to Mitchell. Oklahoma City moving it around. Millsap a screen. And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down to just one on the basket for Mitchell.
On the attack, he has that ability, trying to close this one out.
Well, beating one guy is one thing, but beating five, heck of a job there. He's got the talent to finish, too.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Westbrook, and so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
And he knocks down the first one.
And not much of a surprise there. Kyrie, one of the better free throw shooters in the game and so hard to guard without fouling.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Kevin, these are easy points. Remember, free throws.
Thunder trailing by 3. Mitchell passes to Millsap. It's Richardson on the wing. Back to Millsap. Millsap a screen on Brown. And stolen by Aldridge. 13 feet away. And they pick up 2. And the Bucks lead by 5.
Aldridge has always been an excellent scorer, and when he gets rhythm on his shot, pretty much lights out.
Millsap kicks to Mitchell. Kicks it out to Richardson. With the floater, and it's good on the way in.
That floater is a thing of beauty, effective when it's used the right way.
Tatum on the wing, defended by George. It's Irving, top of the key. In the corner, Tatum with it. 4 on the clock. Over George. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. 8 points for Jason Tatum.
And Tatum's experience in these spots is starting to show. He's never been afraid to take the biggest shots.
Now, here's Mitchell. Screen by Adams. Millsap. Nice D from Aldridge.
And really, they've rebounded well all game long.
Here's Irving. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Well, his offense should come with a warning label, caution, flammable. He's connecting on everything. The D looks dumbfounded.
Richardson against Irving. Count that one.
Richardson is a capable scorer, but nothing feels better than shots like that.
Richardson against Irving. Over Richardson. Not enough on that one as it misses. Thunder trailing by 5. The pass to Mitchell. Softly drops in the floater. Mitchell's got 35 in the game.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
Irving passes to Aldridge. Beat him against George. Outside Irving. To the middle. It's tipped. Millsap with the steal. Pass to Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Yeah, we love when great offensive players get in a scoring rhythm, but Paul George right now in a great passing rhythm tonight.
Richardson against Irving. We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter. Aldridge trying to break free. On the clock. And the layup is up and in. And the Bucks lead by 3.
Man, you combine the physical with the mental, and Aldridge impresses when it matters most.
To the paint. And there's Paul George on the assist by Mitchell.
Paul George stepping up big time.
Milwaukee's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Richardson against Irving. In the corner, it's Aldridge. Here's Nurkic. Game could be on the line right here.
It's now or never.
Richardson.
Well, that is NBA level right there.
No doubt. Professional move all the way. Puts the team on his back when it matters most.
Timeout called. The Bucks. They're behind by 1. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Richardson against Irving. Pass to Brown. Knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Brown. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're trailing by 1. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What do you think, guys?
And really no need to rush. Still plenty of time to get a good look.
Challenge is to get that good look, preferably the guy with the hottest hand.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Booker against Mitchell. Shot clock at 5. Using the screen. Booker. Oh, missed it. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're in front by 1. 7 seconds left in the game. seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And they go to the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
And the perfect time to be perfect at the line. Only a 3 can tie it now.
So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Paul. Congrats on the win. Where's your team's attitude right now?
Continue to, play together, and we can just stick to that. Keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Looked like it all came together tonight, Paul. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.